David Rothschild hinted at mass extinction as a solution to the so-called population problem, fueling New World Order conspiracy theories and once expressing a wish to be an alien. Despite the Rothschild family's efforts to distance themselves from conspiracy theories, their interviews often fuel speculation. In one interview, David Rothschild said, "I am not human," jokingly adding that he wished he had reptilian traits to do cool things. The interview, meant to discuss environmental issues, began lightly by touching on the ClimateGate scandal, where skeptics claimed the evidence for global warming was manipulated. In a recent interview, David Rothschild addressed the ClimateGate scandal's impact on public trust in climate science, but emphasized broader changes in the natural world. He also highlighted issues such as plastic pollution and whale conservation. Rothschild stressed the need to transition to a service-based society in response to a question about the top 1% benefiting from reduced consumption, but he did not directly address the question. When faced with a suggestion that massive depopulation might be necessary to save the planet, Rothschild cryptically hinted at the convenience of population reduction for sustainability. He expressed frustration over the manipulation of environmental narratives by vested interests when asked about the roles of individuals, corporations, and governments in the ecological crisis. The interview took a bizarre turn when he acknowledged that some people view him and his family as reptilian aliens. Rothschild was invited to discuss financing and the Rothschild family's illustrious history, but the interview became an opportunity for him to boast about their accomplishments. Viewers noticed something odd. He frequently stuck out his tongue. While this was peculiar, the interview's hypocrisy was more striking. Sitting in an opulent setting, he discussed societal collapse, mirroring the behavior of wealthy individuals who travel on private jets while warning of environmental disaster. During the interview, he reminisced about becoming aware of the 1929 stock market crash and highlighted his family's revolutionary influence on the lending system. Confronted about the concept of a new world order and population control, he evaded direct answers, frustrating journalists and activists gathered outside. Independent journalist Sarah Patton pressed him on serious measures, but Rothschild deflected, clearly unprepared for the topic. The public watched intently as the interview touched on controversial subjects rarely discussed in mainstream media, which some believe the Rothschilds control. In another interview, Rothschild attempted to shift the conversation by asking the journalists, "Who are you reporting for?" The journalists simply responded, "We are independent," emphasizing their independence and dedication to truth. Unable to influence or silence them, Rothschild walked away, leaving many unanswered questions. In another encounter, activists questioned Jacob Rothschild about his family's ties to the New World Order and alleged involvement in societal issues. Equipped with cameras, they asked about the Bilderberg meeting, which Rothschild denied attending, claiming it was his cousin who was present. Despite persistent questioning and accusations from the activists about starting wars and being involved in the Bilderberg group, Rothschild remained composed and refuted the claims. As tensions rose, the activists passionately expressed their concerns, accusing the Rothschilds of economic and societal manipulation. Rothschild attempted to blend into the crowd, but was repeatedly confronted. The exchange ended with the activists revealing their awareness of the Rothschilds' influence. This intense interaction highlighted the increasing public scrutiny of powerful families and their impact on global issues. In 2008, during the Bush administration, a $700 billion bank rescue plan was passed, utilizing taxpayer money to purchase toxic assets from struggling banks and provide financial institutions with capital. Critics argued that the plan prioritized Wall Street over ordinary citizens, neglecting homeowners and small businesses while potentially encouraging future risky behavior by shielding banks from the consequences of their actions. Lord Jacob Rothschild discussed the Wellstone policy at a conference in 2018, which represents the family's tradition of intermarriage and wealth consolidation. This practice aims to sustain their fortune and influence across generations. The Wellstone policy, both praised for its foresight and criticized for exclusivity, is not just a financial strategy, but a testament to the Rothschild family's commitment to unity and legacy. This insular practice has fueled conspiracy theories, suggesting it perpetuates societal divides by consolidating power among the elite. Critics argue that this policy contributes to a class system where the common man remains subordinate, interpreting the Rothschilds' intermarriages as a secretive agenda to control global affairs, despite a lack of concrete evidence. The Rothschild family's significant influence has made them a target for conspiracy theories, portraying them as a clandestine force shaping global events for their benefit. These theories often allege incestuous practices linked to the Wellstone policy, aiming to keep wealth and power within the family. Though unsubstantiated, such claims have cast a shadow over their name, feeding narratives of elitism and manipulation. The family's historical reluctance to engage with the press has exacerbated these perceptions, seen as an attempt to hide their true influence. This fuels public distrust, with conspiracy theories tapping into fears of untouchable powers shaping the world beyond ordinary people's control. While skepticism towards the powerful is healthy, Rothschild conspiracy theories often cross into baseless speculation and anti-Semitic tropes. In an interview, Jacob Rothschild discussed the family's long-standing support for Israel since the 1960s. Their financial and political support was crucial to the Zionist movement, but has faced criticism. Critics argue that the Rothschilds may have underestimated the region's complexities and suggest their actions, including the Balfour Declaration, sideline the rights and aspirations of Arab inhabitants, potentially seeding enduring conflict. Some suggest the family could have pursued a more balanced approach, considering all parties involved. Critics argue that the Rothschilds prioritized the establishment of a Jewish state over the long-term peace and stability of the region, as evidenced by their early support for Israel. As the state took shape, their direct involvement waned, leading some to view it as abandonment. While their contributions to Jewish settlements and cultural development are acknowledged, critics highlight the ongoing challenges of reconciling Jewish aspirations with Palestinian rights. The Rothschild legacy in Israel is one of controversy, symbolizing both the promise of a homeland and the complex geopolitical saga it sparked. Their influence on American politics was evident in a revealing interview with Sir Evelyn de Rothschild, showcasing the family's mindset during times of economic uncertainty. Brexit, the UK's decision to leave the EU, was a focal point of discussion. Sir Evelyn Rothschild's perspective on Brexit reflected the pragmatic approach long associated with the Rothschild family in global affairs. He emphasized the need for patience and meticulous negotiation, considering not only economic implications, but also geopolitical ramifications and the necessity for strategic trade agreements. He viewed the European Union as a grand experiment in collective governance, but acknowledged the need for significant reform. Sir Evelyn foresaw challenges for the UK, informing new trade relationships both within and beyond the EU. Reflecting on the Rothschild family's historical influence in shaping Europe's financial landscape, Sir Evelyn's insights into the EU's future weren't just observations, but reflections of a family legacy. The interview also touched on security and immigration, where he emphasized the delicate balance between national defense and collective security, areas the Rothschilds historically navigated adeptly. Jacob Rothschild's reflections on the creation of Israel revealed a profound connection to his family's history and Jewish identity. He acknowledged the complexities surrounding the Balfour Declaration, understanding its significance as both a promise and a source of enduring conflict. Jacob's vision for Jewish identity emphasized continuity, resilience, and the role of Israel as a vibrant society contributing to global progress. Lynn Forrester Rothschild's views on ESG, environmental, social, and governance, highlighted the family's evolution in a changing world. Their historical narrative, once linked to industrial might, now intersects with contemporary expectations of environmental and social responsibility. However, this shift raises questions about the alignment of their public stance on ESG with the realities of their influence and the expectations of modern society. What are your thoughts on the Rothschilds interview? Share that in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the notification bell to stay updated with the latest in the luxury world, only here at Luxury Mindset. See you in the next video.